This is here a first tour of the baby Land Cruiser, the so-called Toyota Land Cruiser FJ. Stands for Freedom and Joy, and we're going to check out live on tape from the Tokyo Motor Show. Very interesting venue, definitely, and you can see here the bold front here. It looks fun. It looks like a toy car, actually. So in small, it could really be on a shelf in the room of your children or something like that. Really interesting. So it carries the genes, from the looks at least, of the Land Cruiser. Very off-road capable, at least Toyota is promising that. And you can see here, very rugged in the front. And they say even that these pads here, they can easily be replaced, and then you can just put some new ones if they may be damaged from off-road driving or maybe using it in the city and they are scratched and so on. So this is one of the ideas to make it more usable in everyday driving life. This is actually a very interesting length of 4.58 meters or 180 inches. It's not competitor to the Suzuki Jimny or something, because that one is way smaller. Rather to the Mercedes G-Class, smaller than the Land Cruiser brothers. You know, there's the there's the very large Land Cruiser. Then there's the Land Cruiser Prado, the smaller model. I've shown that one to you earlier. This is more like the street profile now, but you can also get different wheels. Large wheel arches, 18-inch wheels in this case. Side step here, so all the off-road features, and also this really beautiful blue color. There we go. Also rugged design from the tail lamps. It's being cleaned here also once again in the rear. And I wonder if the length they give out is with or without a spare wheel, and a rugged door handle. And the interesting thing is, it is on the platform of the Toyota Hilux. And that also speaks for the off-road capabilities. So it's not on the big Land Cruiser platform. This here, the so-called IMV platform, very interesting as for that. Then here, very large dimensions here in height and in width. So it's it's really square. You can put basically anything in there. It's not too long though, so that's the only limitation, because the car itself is not too long. And of course, because you have the spare wheel there. There we go. Some others also want to take some photos of the trunk. Also cool door closing sound as well. And once again, these rugged pads, they are not sure if it's this one or the outer part or both. And Toyota, as I said, is promising that you can easily replace them as well. The 2.7-liter four-cylinder engine, part-time all-wheel drive, it says, with 163 horsepower. So not too much power. But again, it should also be more affordable and also built together with the Toyota Hilux to bring the price down. That's why you maybe know that the Hilux is mainly built in Thailand. So let's take a look at the interior. Here inside the doors we have a structure, and top one is also soft touch actually here. That's astonishing for this segment. Here also, well, not too soft for your elbow though. Classic handles here on the inside of the doors as well, and the lower part is all hardpack rugged. And now here, steering wheel and cockpit and so on. Here, first of all, the Land Cruiser look also for the steering wheel, here with the real physical dials and so on. And it's a right-hand drive model, of course, for Japan, or said also would be for the UK. And here, digital instruments in there. Round vents here, round air vents to control here, open and close. A little bit like that. Then seats, I don't know about the material choices yet. In this case, the black trim. We have to give you more information as soon as we have it. Then we also have electric controls here, up and down in the front and back. There we go. And we have to check out the seating position for you, of course. Now we have a better calm cockpit perspective. Steering wheel is super large actually. Up and down, in and out. So it's also adjustable. There we go, and the electric seat control. And I'm looking forward to how much space I will have there in the rear. Then the screen is not finalized yet. We know that I usually take the the nighttime view, that it's dark and it's not that bright, but a really wide screen. Here the automatic shifting lever here, also with this off-road rugged look definitely. And here we have the off-road controls, hill descent control. Then here the all-wheel drive mode, H2, rear-wheel drive mode, L4, the gear reduction, and also rear differential lock. So all the off-road features are there. Then we have USB-C charger, physical dial for the volume control, and also real climate units, not on at the moment, but here you can adjust them also. There we go. So you can also adjust them manual, the climate unit. So important for me to have it. Is a basic rugged impression here, but some deals are really nice. Also, once again, the soft leatherette here on the dashboard, for example. Glove box is not dampened, so this is more basic. So you see a little bit of mix, you know, some things more basic Hilux quality, so to speak, but then also elements that are really inspired from the bigger Land Cruisers. And then here, a lot of space underneath here with another USB-C chargers and a classic manual handbrake. This, by the way, also just falls down, and here the cup holders, they are not adaptive, so rather basic as well. And here, sunrise, let's say, oh, they are large. Look at that. Super large, go down and also to the side. This really covers a lot. And the headroom here, well, it's a very high car, and there we go. We have a lot of headroom here. And now here in the rear, let's take a look. I have some headroom left with 189 602, but when the seat is in my driving position, you can see there's not really legroom left. It could fit directly, but that's about it actually. But this is also why this is the smaller version. This, by the way, also the movable bench. This is all the way backward, but you can also move the bench forward like this. Yeah, with one hand a little bit tricky, but that way you can get more legroom or also more trunk length, and you can also fold the bench right here. So there we go, then you can have more trunk length, of course, then you have this large step here. So pretty much flexible. It's definitely a fun machine. If you are now interested in the Land Cruiser FJ, first of all, what does it stand for? Freedom and joy, this FJ. Yeah, but it's not available in all markets. It's rather thought for the Asian markets, Middle Eastern markets and Latin America. So we haven't heard any plans yet that it comes to Europe or Northern America. Although, I mean, design-wise, a lot of people would fancy that. And we know that the Suzuki Jimny, for example, had great sales figures and so on. But that one, again, as I said, way smaller than this one. And you might also have already read that somewhere. Even the German premium manufacturers are looking at this very segment. So Mercedes wants to launch a smaller G-Class, although the G-Class isn't really a big G-Class, you know, but they want to launch an even smaller G-Class, so smaller than this. And also BMW is looking into the G-Class segment. So on the one hand, you might say, yeah, I mean, off-road vehicles are something of the past. More and more manufacturers say like, hey, people maybe want something where they can use it both on and off-road. So tell me, if you would fancy one in your country, and what would you use it for? Would you just buy it for the looks only because it's cool? Or would you really try to use it off-road? And tell me what you think about the Land Cruiser FJ.